Welcome to the match reaction. Everton 2, Boreham Wood 0 in the FA Cup 5th round at Goodison tonight. Job done for Everton. Not a very good performance, but job done. Frank Lampard makes some changes to the side tonight. Asmir Begovic came in, gave a debut to Nathan Patterson. Vitaly Mykolenko was the captain. He was in the side. Jarrod Branthwaite. Saloman Rondon coming up front, Andros Townsend in. So much changed Everton side, and performance wise, I'll be honest, it gave me a cob on. I just thought we were dreadful. I really did. And I know they were well organised. Fair play to them. Luke Gerrard and his team he had them brilliantly organised. They had men behind the ball, but Everton were just far too slow. We started off okay. We had a couple of 2 or 3 chances in the opening 10 minutes. Their goalkeepers made a really good stop from Mykolenko. Decore should have done better. He's put it one wide. Jarrod Branthwaite should have done better after good work from Anthony Gordon, I think it was. He should have done better with that. But Everton, after that, just fell into the trap of slow sideways passing. And when a team just sits behind the ball, which is fair play to them, no issue with them doing that. When a team does that, you're never going to break them down unless it's a worldie or with a bit of luck. And one thing I couldn't get my head around was why Everton weren't shooting more, testing the goalkeeper. It was raining, the ball was greasy, the pitch was greasy, the ball kicks off it, and yet we were slow passing side to side, and Andros Townsend was overhitting crosses, and it just become very frustrated. I have to actually apologise to people around me because I just moaned tonight because it just wound me up. Saloman Rondon wound me up tonight, walking around the pitch. I thought he was dreadful. He's ended up being a match winner, which is fine. But I don't mind him being crap. If that's the way it is, if that's his level, then fair enough. But at least put the effort in, run around, get involved, make movements up front. He showed he could do it. When he scored, I think it was after the second goal, he actually finished the game strongly. But for the first hour, I just thought he was dreadful. I thought he was really poor, and I did moan a lot tonight because it just wound me up. The fact that I've seen this performance from our teams over the years so many times of I don't know whether it's underestimating, but just not being up to speed with what you need to beat those teams. So I was particularly moany tonight. Me and someone had a disagreement. He was sound, we had a disagreement. We were kind of disagreeing over the same thing, but we had a disagreement, so apologies to him. But it all ended nicely, and we won the game. We got to half-time. I thought Boreham Wood, like I said before, done their job brilliantly. I thought second half Everton came out. The first time tonight, Frank Lampard disappointed me since he's been in, and it was taking Nathan Patterson off at half-time. Now, unless he's picked up an injury, which I don't think he did, but I don't know. I thought it was for me, it was a poor decision. I thought you needed to stay on tonight. I thought he needed to get 70, 80 minutes in his legs. But he put Richarlison on, which was fine, which was probably the right thing to do. But I'd have left Patterson on, even if he just played right midfield. I'd have still left him on. I'd have took Townsend off probably because I don't think he had a particularly good game. But he put Richie on at half-time, and Everton were better in the second half with Richarlison just because of his movement. We just looked more dangerous. They were still getting blocks and defending brilliantly. They never, this isn't a dig at Boreham Wood in any way, shape or form, but they never caused Everton any problems all night. And that was what I think was a bit more frustrating, the fact that we didn't move the ball quickly enough. And it allowed them to just pick the bits up. So, second half, we tried to move it a bit more, but we did get the goal. Rondon had missed an absolute sitter after a fantastic ball into the penalty area. He missed the header, blazed the header over the bar. I don't know how he missed it. He pulled off the defender. Should have scored. And a few minutes later, he did score. John Joe Kenny, lovely little ball into the box, and Rondon swept it home from about 6 or 7 yards out at the near post. Make the breakthrough. And then from then, Everton had total control. Richarlison thought he'd scored a second, which was disallowed by VAR. It's a mad one, this one, because I don't think at any time he's aware of what's happened. And what's mad is the ball hits him in the face, hits his leg, and it hits his arm and goes forward into the net. But what's mad is the rule. If that goes to the side and someone else puts it in, they allow that goal because it's unintentional. So it was a bit mad. But if it's hit his hand, then fair enough on that. And that really should be the rule for everything. It should have been the rule Saturday when we didn't get the decision. But Everton did get the second goal, and they come from Rondon. And ball stood up to the back post. Yeah, powerful header. Keeper couldn't keep it out. And that was Everton safely through into the quarter-final, where, of course, we will play Crystal Palace away, which is a tough game, but it could have been worse, I guess, with other, Liverpool, City, Chelsea all also still in the competition. A downside, I guess, to the game was obviously Mykolenko getting an injury. I'm not sure what that was. He put a cross in and went down. I don't know whether it's a muscle injury or he's tweaked something. So that'll be a little bit of a disappointing thing if he's out for any length of time. But it was good to see Lewis Dobbin get on the pitch. Reece Welsh, who come on and is a big lad, won a good header, played a couple of nice passes. Isaac Price as well, got on the pitch, played a couple of nice passes as well. So, good for them to get on. I imagine Frank Lampard would have liked it to have been done a lot earlier to give those lads more minutes. But, those two, certainly Welsh and Price, have made their debut now for Everton. And we're through. And ultimately, that's all that matters. We won the game. We're in the next round, Crystal Palace away, and we go from there. So, fair play to Boreham Wood. They battled. They were well organised. They didn't disgrace themselves. And Everton have won the game. So, all good. That's it for the match reaction. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you want more videos, join us on Patreon. See you later.